Hi guys, this is Sean Prime 01 here, back with another video review. And today we'll be looking at the Transformers Generations Minicon Assault team. So here they all are, all three of them. They look quite nice. I do like their little individual vehicle modes. They're not really bad at all. They're pretty cool. Quickly, let's show off the packaging. You know the deal. The three of them right there, Minicon Assault team. 30th anniversary. I like how they put the minicons in there. That's pretty cool. And you know, the same thing, Generations comic book included. Yeah, I mean, the box isn't the most splendid parts. Wind shear is the helicopter. Heavy tread is the tank, and then runway is the jets. And this is different. Like these yellow pieces, these yellow little paint apps right there are not on the figure. Nor is the yellow right here or the green on there. None of that's on the figure. And that rather sucks. But he does have really nice stats. Fire Blast is a 10, so that's pretty awesome. I'll read you their bio, which says, when you need a target reduced to a smoldering heap of scrap metal, the Minicon Assault team has the power to get it done. Their combined Centurion mode is an unstoppable unit of pure destructive force, a walking weapon said to have the power of 100 warriors. That sounds pretty bad. See him walking your way, you better run. And quickly, just getting a little size comparison in here. Here is the Generations Legion class Optimus Prime, which, you know, they're not too terribly bad with scale. I mean, of course, a semi's gonna be smaller than a tank and helicopter and jet. I mean, come on. Even though the jet is lower to the ground, obviously, because it's supposed to be in the sky, not the ground. We'll first take a look at Wind Shear. Here he is. And I fixed Hasbro's problems. Not with this, though. That's kind of hard to fix. I painted this myself. These yellow bits myself. Did that myself. And he does have his little minigun, which looks rather cool. Quite like the minigun. This might be able to peg in other Transformers' hands, can it? It might be able to. I don't know. Hold on, let me grab a normal Transformer. I'm going to take my Thundercracker here. Oh, it can. It can. That's rather cool. You know, I'm going to keep him down here. Scale a little later. He is nice. This, of course, rotates. Then this back here rotates. I still don't understand why this was molded this way. Should have molded different. Then, like, its little number right there. But anyway, let's transform this minicon. So first what we want to do is unpeg the arms. Take the legs, unpeg them from the sides, and rotate them down. Take this cockpit, rotate it down, and take this piece, lift it up. And here we have Wind Shear in his robot mode, and this looks like a really good little robot mode. Quickly showing off articulation. The arms move 4 through 60, wink the little blades and get in the way. Bend in and out, legs move forward and back, and bend at the knee. So not that bad. Then he does have his gun, his really tiny gun that can just fall through suitcases. And it pegs in on his arm, and now he's armed. Which this little guy is rather cool. I'm going to quickly transform a comparison. Right, quick. For a comparison, here he is with Legion Prime. Because I don't think Minicon's supposed to be that big. I do have a real Minicon over here. I have Galaxy Force Vector Prime's Minicon. I believe his name is Safeguard. If I'm right, his name's Safeguard. And I'll transform him as well, and we'll find out. Oh no, he's not the normal size for a Minicon, because usually they're shorter. But he's about there. He's kind of Legend class. A little Legion class. My overall grade of him is probably like going to be probably an 8.7, because this can peg off really easily if not careful. So I'm just going to come off to the back. Next we're going to look at Heavy Tread. Nice little tank mode. No, the turret really doesn't rotate. It just kind of moves up and down a little bit. It's not too bad. Transform. It does roll. Kinda. I should angle down the camera so you guys can see what I'm doing. He still looks rather nice though. Transform him. Flip these pieces back. Take the arms, split them, and then take out the feet. And here he is in his robot mode, and he is armed, ready to go. Like, he is just ready. I think he's like a sniper, in my opinion. Articulation, arms full 360 degrees, kind of moving in and out. Legs, move forward, not really anything back. So really, this is the only pose you're going to get him in. The feet, I guess. Count that pivoting? I don't know. Get him out as a gun. And let's see if our guest of honor can hold it. Well, he can, but it's kind of crooked in his hand due to the way it's molded. But this figure, I only give him like an 8 because, well, I guess it kind of has up and down head remove it, but he really doesn't have too much articulation, and he kind of looks meh-ish. And next we look at Runway, which I fixed another one of Hasbro's problems. I painted the yellow, I just don't have a green. Which he looks like a really cool jet. I really enjoy this. You can pop off his weapon and get this. Quickly transforming him. You want to pull down the legs. Flip out these pieces. Pull down that and tab it in. And here is Runway in his robot mode. Looks quite nice. Articulation. The arms move full 360, but in and out. And these popped off really easily, but I also fixed that problem at Hasbro's too. Legs move forward and back and bend at the knee. So he has nice articulation. The gun can peg on either side, but I'm going to see if our guest of honor can hold it. Not really honor, just a gun holder. God. He can hold it, but it's just kind of... The gun's kind of tricky to get into his hand. You can hold it too and kind of point at you. I give Runway, he's probably going to get the highest grade, so I'll give him a 9. So he is very nice. Now, yeah, the arm. Unpeg all their guns, and let's get them into Centurion. First, we're going to start out with Heavy Tread. What you want to do is fold in the arms and split them in half and turn them around. That's really... Well, I guess you could kind of... Yeah, I'm going to angle his arms out. I'm going to angle the arms out. So basically what you do is you just boop, boop, done. Move on to the back. Runway is a little bit more complicated. Untab this, rotate around. Get the arms kind of out of the way. You want to... I'm going to move that. You want to untab these. Wait till they snap and then plug them into there. So, same side. Wait till they snap. Plug them into there. Kind of move this back in place, and I guess you can get the arms out. Rotate these down. Then flip up these pieces. And oh, there are his hands. There's the hands. And you can just move the arms wherever you please. And then to connect them, his head will go into this hole, and this little thing will go right there. And the arm will pop off. Yeah. I'm going to pop that back on off screen. Because this arm still likes to fight me. And there we go. I'm just going to put those back so I can actually split the legs. Better. And now for their leader. What you want to do is you want to rotate these in. Flip this up. And rotate out the combined head and flip that back. Peg these in like you would in the helicopter mode. Oh no, flip this back down. And then just kind of leave the legs and the propeller out for now. Then you want to take this hole and peg it into that peg. And make sure this nose cone piece right there gets into that hole. Right in there. And you're just going to slide it in there with the slightest of ease. And yep, there goes the cockpit again, popping off. cockpit just chooses to fight me. It just chooses to. I'm just gonna peg it on off screen. Sorry for the nothingness there at the time, but the cockpit is repeatedly coming off. Ha 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 ha. Then what you want to do is you want to take these legs, fold them up on the back. They're going to peg it in anywhere, and you want to put that down. And here they all are combined in their combined form, which does look pretty nice. Like I said, Runway's arms, you can do whatever you want to. I mean, you can just kind of do that and get mostly out of the way. For a comparison, here's Thundercracker. And they're kind of about the same size. To combine the weapons, you can pretty much do a little bit few other ones, but you can. The official is plug the minigun up on top of the tank barrel and take this peg it in there. And here is the combined gun, which looks pretty cool. Articulation on the guy right quick before I peg it on. The arms don't move too well. Elbow movement, legs, move forward. He really doesn't have that much articulation. I mean, you're not gonna get any dynamic poses, but pretty much just that. Oh, and I guess quickly, here is Generations Prime with him. Overall, this figure, I give him like an 8. The Centron mode, an 8. Because it's kind of, And one thing I forgot to show off is the comic. The only really big issue is that this guy is not in there. I think he's in one scene. And that's here, because the head kind of looks like the comic book head, like the head on the fronts. That might be him. So overall, I give this figure an 8, just due to his articulation, and, he can kind of pop off kind of easy. So anyway, I think that's about all I have to say. So, be sure to check out my channel for Transformers video reviews, and please don't forget to subscribe. And this is Sean Prime, signing out.